is, let me get my colors up here. The first postulate, postulate 1.1, says through any blank points, there's exactly one line. We need a number right there. Anyone think they know what that number is? Just tell me. What is it? 2. Through any 2 points, there is exactly one line. You cannot have more than one line go through 2 distinct points. So if I have a point here and I have a point here, the only line that I can put through those points is that one right there. Okay, so if you have 2 points, there is one line. Okay. An intersection is just the set of points that 2 or more figures have in common. So if a line goes one way and another line goes another way and they meet up somewhere, it's their meetup point, okay? So an intersection could be something like this, okay? That's an intersection. If you think about driving, some of you can drive already, others of you are going to be driving very soon. Yeah?
I'm not sure how to use my finger on here because I forgot my pen face on the drawing.
If you click the 3 dots, you go to info and then click Apple Pencil and disconnect it from there.
Do you see the 3 dots?
Thanks.
And another ability to use 2 fingers instead of 1 because you actually want to draw.
Okay, thanks.
You guys are great. I wouldn't have known any of that. Good job. So intersection, that's our intersection. If we had something like this, right, we still have an intersection. So it's 2 or more figures, 2 or more things coming into contact with each other. Where they meet is their intersection. All right. Then we have another postulate, and it is postulate 1.2. And postulate 1.2 says if 2 distinct lines intersect, they intersect in exactly blank point or points. So if 2 different lines meet, how many points do they meet at? Just 1, right? If 2 distinct lines, 2 separate lines meet, they're going to meet at exactly 1 point. So we would say in something like this that C is the intersection of line AB and line DE, right? Point C is the only point that those 2 lines touch at. Sometimes people go, well, what about these 2 lines? If I draw a line here and then I draw the same line over it, that's the same line, right? So we don't say they have infinitely many points. They just are the same line, all right? If you want to write out like something for that, you could say line AB and line DE intersect at point C. Okay, that's how we would refer to it. Line AB and line DE intersect at point C. Okay, this one. This one's probably the toughest to draw because planes intersecting are just a little bit of a challenge, but you won't have to really draw them much. You might in the homework at times try to draw it to represent something, but really it's just understanding what they're doing with each other. So this is postulate 1.3, and it says if 2 distinct planes intersect, so we have a blue plane and like a cream colored plane here, okay? If those meet, they intersect in exactly one what, do you suppose? Yeah, line. Yeah, they meet in a line. Sometimes people want to say segment, but planes go on forever, which means their intersection goes on forever, right? So think of it this way. This is not the best example because this is going to feel a little bit more like a segment, but let's say we took one plane was this wall, right? So this wall, just keep it going forever, is one of my planes. And then the other plane is the floor. Where they meet is this crease, this corner, right? All the way across here. That's their intersection. So think, where does a wall meet the floor? It's a big long line that just keeps going. Okay, so planes meet in a line, which you could see here. So we would say line ST is the intersection of, anyone think they can name the blue plane for me right now? STR. You need 3 points, right? STR. And then can someone else name the cream colored plane for me? Sebastian.
STW.
STW. Okay, so 3 points that go through those planes. The line is their intersection. Any questions on that? Okay, these are my favorite. These are super fun. Mostly because I love color and I do a lot of shading on these ones. So if you're a color person, get your colors ready. Example 3 says, name the intersection of plane ADC and plane BFG. Okay, now you don't have to shade these. I just think, 1, it's pretty, and 2, it makes more sense to me because I'm a visual learner. So if you are a visual learner, you might want to shade just to help yourself see it a little better. Here's what I would do. I would say plane ADC is going to be my kind of burnt orangey color, ADC. So plane ADC, we jumped to a different color. Here's A, here's D, here's C, right? Which plane are we talking about? Is it the front, back, left, right, top, bottom?
Top.
It's the top. If we're picking those 3 points, we're picking this plane. Okay, so that's plane ADC. Then we also have plane BFG. Where is BFG? Top, bottom, left, right. It's the right side. Here's B, here's F, here's G. So that's this plane. Okay, the question is, what's their intersection? First of all, how do planes intersect? In a what?
Lines.
A line. Okay, so if we're intersecting in a line, what is our line?
BC line.
It's BC. Or you could say,
Line BC.
or flip it around, right? CB. So either one, BC or CB. So we would say their intersection is line BC. Question for you. Is that the right answer? No, it's a segment, and planes go on forever. So even though it looks like it doesn't go on forever, they're planes. Planes do go on forever. So make sure you call it a line and not a segment, okay? It looks like a segment, right? Which is why it's tricky. It's technically a line because planes go on forever. Okay, so that's that first one. I'm going to erase all of that so I can show you this next one. The second part of it, it says name 2 planes that intersect in line EF. Okay, so line EF is right here. Okay, I'm looking for which 2 planes meet at that line. Can you see it? Think of it this way. This plane here uses line EF, right? That's our bottom plane. This plane here also uses that EF line. So if we're trying to name those 2 planes, the purple plane, how could you name the purple plane for me? Anybody, just tell me. ABE or ABF or ABFE. Okay, now here's the thing. When you name a plane, you do want to go in like clockwise or counterclockwise order. We don't ever say A, B, E, F. We follow the flow of the letters. So A, B, F, E or A, B, F or A, B, E. You have a lot of options, but try not to jump around in your letters. Try, if it's a figure like a square, okay, try to go in a circular motion, one way or the other. So the 2 planes would be ABE and what's our like bluish, greenish color plane there? HGF. Okay, or HEF or HEFG. Any of those are good. Questions on that? Okay, this is my favorite postulate of the lesson. Postulate 1.4. Because this applies in life a lot. You'll hopefully, moving forward, you'll notice this in a lot of places in life. It says through any blank non-collinear. What does non-collinear mean? Not in a straight line. Okay, so through any blank non-collinear points, there's exactly one plane. Anyone think they know what number that should be? It's 3. Yep. Through any 3 non-collinear points, there's exactly one plane, and I'm going to prove it to you right now. You've got lots of fingers, but use 3 of them, okay? If you take 3 fingers and you keep your fingers straight and you try to get all 3 of them to touch a flat surface, so on your desk, can you make those 3 fingers touch that flat surface?
Yes.
Yes. There is no way for you to not make that happen. Now, I mean, you could tilt your hand and lift one up, but there is exactly one plane that will go through those 3 points at any given time. Okay? Think of it this way. When you sit on a stool, these stools, for instance, a 4-legged stool, what's the issue with a 4-legged stool? Mine doesn't, otherwise I would get rid of it. A 4-legged stool can wobble, right? Oh, it wobbles a little bit, just a little. A 3-legged stool won't wobble. It can't. Now it can fall over. Like if one leg is extremely short and the other 2 are long, it might be too weighty on one side and it'll tip over. It will not wobble. So through any 3 points, there's exactly one plane. Are any of you into photography? What does a photographer use when they want a stable picture? A tripod. Why do you think they use a tripod? 3 legs. Can't be unstable, right? Isn't that fantastic? You'll see it all over the place now. Just watch for it. Through any 3 points, there is exactly one plane, always. So I'm going to give you 3 points, and you're going to tell me, you're going to shade for me, which plane they go through, okay? And some of these can be a little trickier than others. So let's just take our time here. I'm going to do blue for these guys. So what plane goes through N, P, and Q?
Okay.
Top, bottom, left, right, front, back. Which one?
Right.
It's the bottom. Do you guys know what the dotted lines are? The dotted lines are the ones that are like behind, that you're not seeing, but they're there, okay? So if I have N and P and Q, what's like the 4th point that would go with that? R, right. So our plane that contains those 3 points is this plane right here. Okay? Okay, this one's a little bit fancier. J, M, and Q. So here's J, here's M, here's Q. What's the 4th point that would go well with those 3? P, right? This right here. Okay, so in order to draw this plane, can you see what's happening with this plane?
It's going like.
It's going diagonal, right? It's cutting through. Think of a Kleenex box, maybe. Okay, if this is our rectangular prism, it's basically starting here and cutting through it to down here. So we're cutting the Kleenex box diagonally in half, is what's going on. So to shade that, there's no line there, right? You're gonna have to draw the line. So you draw a line connecting M and Q, and you draw a line connecting J and P, and then these are your other 2 lines. So you get this parallelogram or rectangle. Isn't that fun? I love that. And then last one, M, L, and Q. Which one would that be? Here's M, here's L, here's Q. What would your 4th point be? R. So which face is that on the figure?
The back.
It's the back side, yeah. Just like this. Okay? Any questions on that? So fun, right? So much shading and color. Love it. All right, that